Sister wives. Kody Brown doesn't love Robyn Brown. And fans are so fed up with Kody Brown. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my update gossip channel. Does Kody Brown have any genuine affection for Robyn? Or is their marriage just for the sake of the show? On this season of Sister Wives, he boldly declared he never loved any of his ex-wives. So how does he feel about his last remaining spouse? Fans have seen Kody Brown describe Robyn's house as his safety and comfort, but that doesn't necessarily mean he loves her. On screen, some members of the Brown family have described Kody and Robyn as soulmates. But are they really? Or is their marriage simply a matter of convenience? Kody doesn't love Robyn. Change my mind, one annoyed Sister Wives user shared on Reddit recently. Kody uses Robyn as a human shield. He's been doing it their entire marriage. Why does Kody keep using Robyn as an excuse for bad behavior? He knows it makes the other wives and kids resentful. Why put someone you love in such a difficult position? The love isn't there. Kody doesn't love Robyn. He uses her the same way he used Janelle and Christine to make distance between him and Meri. The UP ended their post by insisting Robyn is also using their marriage to her own advantage, but it's immediately clear Kody doesn't love her the way he says he does. She's just like his ex-wives in his eyes. At the end of the day, most viewers agree that TLC star only cares about his own happiness and well-being. As seen in previous seasons, he doesn't even care about his adult children. Other Redditors agreed the op certainly had a point. With Kody Brown's serious flaws, some felt unsure he was fully capable of loving any partner. Comments included, "I'm honestly unsure he can truly love anyone. A man that has walked away from so many of his kids is a man that is very broken inside. Kody is a narcissist. Robyn enables it. The fact he got 4 women to marry him and proceed to have 18 kids, or however in the hell how many, is absolutely mind-blowing to me." I do agree with much of this post. I agree. Kody loves Kody. Kody is obsessed with what Robyn represented when she came into the family. He was happy to own a pretty wife. She was his idea of a trophy. Sister Wives fans soured on Kody Brown long ago, but they seem even more fed up with him as season 19 continues. On screen, Kody is navigating the end of his marriages with Meri and Janelle. Fans saw the writing on the wall years ago, but the family patriarch seems to be having a rough time accepting the situation. Sister Wives viewers can't stand Kody Brown. Most Sister Wives fans are sick and tired of hearing the family use the word unsafe to describe uncomfortable situations they don't want to deal with. Kody recently used it in an episode to describe his relationship with Meri, which sent fans over the edge. "I'm sorry, Kody is so stupid I can't handle it anymore," one Sister Wives viewer shared on the platform recently. When Kody said, "I don't tell Meri what's going on in my heart anymore, it's not actually safe," I busted out laughing. He is so stupid. Meri doesn't give a FK what's going on in your heart. Other Sister Wives fans readily agreed Kody's behavior has been over the top this season. These days, he doesn't seem to have any fans at all. Redditors wrote, "I feel like I've watched toddlers on Super Nanny behave better than Kody. He only likes them when they keep sweet. Quote, he's a complete dumb *SS. The scene where he's telling some of the girls what happens when they kiss boys had me rolling my eyes nonstop. Not safe. Everything is not safe for he and Robyn. Like dude, shut up already." And if you look at that statement based on all of his actions and previous statements, that's basically just him gleefully admitting to lying or withholding information, which he's done for years to all of his wives. In tonight's new episode of Sister Wives, fans will see Meri Brown finally part ways with her once beloved bedroom set. Earlier in the season, Kody tried to emotionally manipulate Meri into keeping the bedroom set for nostalgia's sake. But she isn't interested. "I love this bed, I love this bedroom set. When we moved to Las Vegas, Kody and I went out and bought this bedroom set together. It was like the first brand new bedroom set, mattress, that we had ever had. Kody hasn't slept in this bed with me for like many years," Meri shared in the teaser. Sister Wives fans already know about Kody Brown's marriage demise, but this new season highlights how his 3 original wives dismantled their lives to live without him on the TLC series. It quickly becomes obvious that Kody has a tougher time parting ways than his ex-wives. Sister Wives. 1. Way to immortalize Kody Brown. Sister Wives previews for this Sunday's episode show Kody Brown helping Meri Brown move from Flagstaff to her bed and breakfast in Utah. This guy closed the last season by saying he never loved Meri or any of his wives, except for Robyn Brown. But this week, his tears seem to tell another story for a guy who claims to have no love lost for Meri Brown. He finds his first wife moving upsetting, so he sheds a few tears. But still, the Sister Wives patriarch doesn't seem to understand how the feeling of sentimentalism works for most folks. Viewers watched this season as Meri gave away her living room furniture to family members. Kody seemed perplexed that she wasn't holding on to it for sentimental reasons. But this week, Meri gets rid of something that he might consider almost shrine-like when representing his years with this wife. Kody wonders why, but okay with it. Sister Wives captures Kody Brown helping Meri Brown with her move. Besides odds and ends and some furniture getting loaded into the truck, there's one thing Meri declines to take. Kody Brown recognizes that this moving day falls on what would have been his 33rd wedding anniversary to his very first bride. At first, Kody recognizes moving day as their anniversary. She corrects him and says not anymore. It would have been, but they are no longer together anymore. Kody helps dismantle the bed he and Meri purchased together when they first moved to Flagstaff. He seems a bit unsettled that his first wife isn't taking the bed with her. But instead, she plans on getting rid of it. It is almost like Kody thinks it should be a sacred part of her life, the bed they shared during their marriage. But, as Meri points out in her confessional, they hadn't shared that bed in years. So, what Kody Brown might consider a shrine, is gone. Sister Wives. Meri Brown weighs in. In this week's preview of Sister Wives, fans were surprised at Meri Brown's lighthearted approach to Kody Brown. He seems more upset about her move than she does. Kody even shed tears for the Sister Wives camera. In a confessional, Meri talks about the bed she left behind from her marriage to Kody. She said she wants to move on with her life. And that will include dating one day. So, if she did find herself in a committed relationship in the future, she thinks it could be rather weird to have the same bed she shared with Kody as part of her furnishings. With that said, Sister Wives fans suggest Kody Brown might think of their marriage bed as a shrine. But it seems obvious that his first wife doesn't share those sentiments this week on the TLC series. At the beginning of Sister Wives season 15, Kody tweets about tweeting along with new episodes while they air. This is a COVID-safe way for the Browns to interact with their fans. From the beginning of the season, Kody, Meri, Janelle, and Robyn regularly tweet along with new episodes. Sadly, when Meri's mother unexpectedly passes away, it appears that Meri takes a bit of a social media hiatus. However, she's back, and she's back with the vengeance. After taking some time away from social media, Sister Wives Meri Brown comes back to Twitter with a vengeance. Unfortunately, her return to social media isn't pleasant, and one viewer has the first wife riled up. Unfortunately, this isn't the first time Meri's had to defend herself on the platform. What's got her up in arms? Find out below. One viewer shares their thoughts on Meri's relationship drama on Twitter. Assumably, there isn't any ill intent. Many Team Meri fans just want to see her happy. However, Meri doesn't seem happy to read the following comment. "Please leave," begs the viewer. Their comment continues, "Please show sick the example that no woman should be treated that way by a man." Simple enough, but then the viewer begins making assumptions. "I know this is your income, but please find a man that loves you and treats you the way you deserve." "I was so sad watching that episode," concludes the comment. Consequently, Meri calls the viewer out for making assumptions. "The fact that you assume I make any decisions based on income just shows that you don't know me or my situation," writes the first wife. Presumably, this next part is written with sass. "I appreciate your encouragement though." Notably, the comments on this exchange are a mixed bag of good and bad. One person points out that viewers only see what the producers keep when things are edited. Another logical person writes, you don't spend 30 years with someone to just give up. Marriage is not only being there for the good times. While season 15 of Sister Wives may be wrapping up this Sunday, fans are hopeful they'll still be able to keep up with their favorite polygamist with social media. At the beginning of the season, Kody, Meri, Janelle, and Robyn began tweeting along while they watched current episodes of the show. Of the wives, Janelle is one of the 4 that regularly posts on Instagram. Today, April 14th, she takes to Instagram to share a pretty relatable story with her followers. Janelle Brown takes to Instagram to share a story fit for the Monday-est of Mondays. At first glance, followers may not even recognize what is going on in the photo. However, she explains everything in the caption. It's been this kind of day already, writes the second wife with a cry-laughing emoji. Can't find my sunglasses, well okay, hers is another pair. I discover they are on my head when I put the other pair on, continues Janelle. Entertainingly, she includes a hashtag that reads, at least I didn't walk around like this. However, she doesn't let this entertaining, yet slightly embarrassing moment get in the way of her plans. Off to the gym to try and get my body and head reconnected, shares Janelle. Her fans take to the comments section to share their support. Several of them relate this incident to looking for a phone while talking on the phone. More inside looks into the second wife's life. Earlier this week, Janelle shares more inside looks into her life. It begins with a photo of one of her sons changing the brakes on a vehicle. Unfortunately, it's hard to tell from the photo angle if it is Garrison or Gabe. Fans also can't tell from the photo, but he's listening to Celine Dion while he changes the brakes. Next, Janelle shares another photo of one of her sons. This time the hashtag confirms that it's Gabe holding an adorable, little, black puppy. The series of photos chronicles the growth of the little pup. Janelle writes, celebrating this pup being with us 2 years. Sister Wives is gearing up for the season 15 finale on Sunday. Ahead of the finale, TLC releases a trailer for the upcoming episode. Kody and Robyn Brown discuss a couple of things in the trailer. The trailer begins with Kody and Robyn Brown having a conversation outside of her home. It begins with Robyn proclaiming, I have days when I'm baby hungry and I really want another baby. However, it seems that being baby hungry is a dueling emotion for the fourth wife. And there are other days where I am so tired right now and I'm so exhausted and the idea of having more children is just not something I'm interested in at all, shares Robyn. However, as she continues, she seems to get more emotional. The fact that I have not come to a complete conclusion about whether or not to have more children or that I should has been baffling to me. In the trailer, Robyn asks Kody point blank if he wants to have more kids. Listening to Kody discuss his children and where he is in his life now, almost makes it seem like he's struggling with his lifestyle. We've had a lot of children. We've been very successful with our kids. Our kids are very successful, begins Kody. Additionally, he says, I did my part. He goes on to elaborate some more. You've got to understand I'm coming from an obligation where I thought in a different time in my life and it's hard to move from that paradigm, that I'm supposed to have as many children as I possibly can. Additionally, he says, I've moved on from that paradigm. That pressure isn't on anymore. In a Sister Wives confessional segment, he shares that he's been spoiled with children. However, it wants to figure out what the right thing to do is and do it. The camera then goes back to the couple's discussion and Robyn thinks that if Kody doesn't feel done, then they should try to have a baby. Next, Kody adds to the confusion of this situation. He shares that he's more concerned about Robyn's age than his own. In another confessional segment, he explains that he's 52 and will be 70 when Ariella graduates. At this point, he says, 70's the new 50. However, he also shares that raising Ariella is making me feel my age sometimes. He also says, she's rewarding, but she's not an easy person sometimes. This isn't the first time Kody shares his thoughts about Ariella. In a recent Twitter post, Kody shares his thoughts about Ariella. Ariella May is such a force, writes the father of 18. She is also very loving and affectionate. I have really enjoyed being her father, continues Kody. However, According to this tweet, 70 may not actually be the new 50. I wish she would go to bed before midnight. I arise at 6:30. I'm getting tired, writes the father. Sister Wives star Kody Brown was asked about the questions that he gets most from fans. Without any hesitation, the TLC reality star threw out not only one but 3 questions he hears most from fans. That question and answer event was only a few years ago. So, it's surprising to see how those answers don't seem fit today's. Kody Brown. Sister Wives question number 1. Do the wives get jealous? Kody Brown shared the questions, but he also answered some of them as well. While doing so he sat on stage flanked by Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robyn Brown. So, he got a word or two in but the Sister Wives ladies overpowered him at times. He seemed to take issue with the word, juggle, when asked how he juggles his wives so they get equal time. He doesn't juggle his wives, he makes sure they get his time. While he breezed by this question, the wives have said many times in the past that they do get jealous. But it is something they need to deal with at the time. Last season on Sister Wives it seemed Christine hit on the jealous theme, she admitted it. She wanted the kind of marriage that Kody Brown has today with Robyn Brown. The pain became so overwhelming that she swore off polygamy for good. So, while Kody and the wives have said they deal with it, it looks like jealousy ended up as the culprit that wrecked one of his 4 marriages. Question number 2. Are you going to have another wife? The second question Kody Brown mentioned is, are you going to have another wife? He seemed to skirt over answering this. But it is worth mentioning the way he worded this. He didn't say the fans wanted to know if he'd marry again. No, he said the question is will you have another wife? That sounds more like will you add another wife to the show? Kody said before that he won't marry again. Plus, there's been big developments since this interview took place. Sister Wives fans learned Christine has left the shared husband. Then Kody himself seemed to say that Janelle and Meri are wives in name only. He is not in love with these ladies. While he loves them, it sounds as if he has a different kind of love for Robyn than the other women in his life. He even said he won't advocate for polygamy anymore. So, from the other things he's recently said, it sounds as if he's in a monogamous relationship with Robyn Brown. So, it sounds safe to say another wife wouldn't fit in under Kody Brown's circumstances today. Sister Wives question number 3. What's the schedule? This question is obviously about sleeping arrangements. So, before getting too elaborate, Kody said the fans just want to know that all his wives' needs are met. Well, that might sound good, but folks on social media don't seem all that worried about the wives' needs. This is the question they spent the majority of the time on while doing this Sister Wives interview. Kody doesn't have a schedule written down anywhere. He just flows from one wife to another. He makes adjustments for certain events like birthdays. But when they started to talk about the schedule, Robyn said, "We're not even obsessed with the schedule." Then Meri adds, "Why is everybody else?" Kody offered a comeback for that one. He cut them off and said that some of the wives became obsessed with the schedule. But he didn't mention any names. Although Robyn's reaction seemed to suggest she may know who he means. Janelle said their shared husband is very fair with the time he spends. But when the word schedule first popped up the wives scowled as if it was a topic they didn't want to discuss. The screenshot above caught Christine's reaction to the schedule question during that interview. Kody seemed to turn a bit red when the topic of sleeping arrangements came up. Sister Wives, all is different today. While these questions haunted the Sister Wives spouses for years, the answers pretty much played out. So, fans can surmise there's no longer a need for a schedule. It also looks as if Kody Brown's polygamous days may be over. So, taking on another wife doesn't seem to be in the cards. But that question about jealousy is a big yes as it played a part in splitting up the Brown family. Sister Wives star Meri Brown was in rare form recently when she was a victim of some horrific mudslinging. At one point the TLC reality star excused her language and then used a 4-letter word in a reprimand to a fan. At the same time, fans got to see Meri like they never have before. But something else also came out of this and it's rather shocking. Sister Wives, sticks and Stones don't break Meri Brown's bones, but maybe names will never hurt Meri Brown, but they sure get her riled up. She read off fan comments on a live sales event and they weren't the usual nice ones that she highlights. She does these live events for the clothing line she sells. But it is almost as if she bypassed anything nice to highlight some of the vicious things people said to her. It was different to see Meri in attack mode. But it was shocking to hear the comments that got her there. The sister wives' brides likely get their share of hatred via comments. But when you hear some of the horrible things sent to Meri Brown in the comments, it's very obvious why she doesn't usually address them. By doing so, it would only perpetuate some of these nasty blurbs. So, when fans bash Meri Brown or suggest something that might not be true, she doesn't give it any of her time. Still, up until now, fans didn't know the magnitude of some of these comments. But even if Meri decided to share, you might think some of these jabs are just too demeaning to repeat. But for some reason the sister wives' mom of one opened up the gate and acknowledged the haters and their derogatory remarks. Meri goes all out, fires off one by one. The sister wives' original matriarch started this rapid fire of slamming back when a fan critiqued her face. Meri was very diplomatic and sarcastically thanked the person for saying her face reminds her of a snake. Instead of calling her names or bashing back, she said she was honored by this unsolicited comment. Next, she said thank you. Then she elaborated a bit by saying she's never heard that description of her face before. With that, the fan was gone from the online group with a push of Meri's finger. Then another commenter asked her not to shout at them. Meri Brown was in prime shape after the snake comment. So, she also sarcastically addressed this comment by pointing out the volume button. She was on a roll. But then someone said something so horrendous about one of the sister wives' adult kids and Meri went ballistic. She used the F word. And she actually huffed and puffed on the screen. She also growled because she was so mad. The comment is too disgusting to repeat, and fans say Meri had every right to get so upset. Many of the fans came to her defense over this. But from the looks of Meri Brown, she didn't need another soul to defend her. She was seething on the screen after that comment popped up. Then when another fan suggested she calm down, she lit into her. "Don't you tell me to calm down," Meri said into the camera. Then she said "I am going to go," and off she went. The scene went to black. So, Sister Wives viewers caught a rare look at Meri Brown, who couldn't ignore the atrocious comments anymore. This time she bit back hard. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown has shared some very personal things about her life on the screen. Some of these events dropped jaws around the nation's living rooms. But then she goes into hiding while her co-wives and Kody Brown stay present on social media. It seems as if the other spouses get it. They sold their privacy for the sake of a hit TLC reality show. But fans surmise that Robyn is going to do only what she has to do. They don't see her doing anything more than what's in her contract. Sister Wives. Robyn Brown hides after homewrecker status. Robyn Brown herself described how her fans refer to her as the homewrecker. That's because fans saw the Sister Wives family seemingly functioning fine until she came along. But the 5 adults who make up this plural marriage talked about their pasts, and that's when you find out there were problems long before Robyn showed up. Janelle Brown and Christine Brown had some major problems with Meri Brown before Robyn Brown came into the picture. So, in one of the more recent Sister Wives seasons, Kody told Meri she would need to work on things if she ever had a chance at rebooting their marriage. The big deal for Kody was to see Meri make amends with the other wives as well as get along with them. So, it is obvious that Kody was well aware of the friction between his wives before he married number 4. What happened with Robyn was probably best described by Paedon Brown. The son of Christine and Kody Brown said his dad fell in love with Robyn. He couldn't fault his father because you can't help who you love. Kody also said recently that he loves the women he married. But he's not in love with them all. So, it appears it's not the same kind of love that he feels for his younger wife, Robyn Brown. Robyn Brown opens up. Robyn is the most mysterious Sister Wives cast member for many of the fans. When she's on the show, she's known to share some info that she didn't have to. A few times fans thought she went too far with her personal stories. One case in point. was what she used as a sermon during one of her shared husband's Sunday services. When the family moved to Vegas, they were far from any church for their religion. So, Kody would hold a mass for the family, usually at Robyn's house. He asked her to give a sermon at one of these pop-up church meetings. She obliged, but she gave fans information that came back and bit her. The fans came down hard on her. She gave this sermon to the kids, hers, as well as the rest of the sister wives brood. She shared how upset she was that she didn't save herself for Kody Brown. Instead, she met a man who took her purity away. She became pregnant, and because of this, she married the man. Robyn Brown went on for a while. Fans were livid. She talked about this in front of the kids, especially her biological children. She was obviously talking about their father. So, Robyn seems to go one way or the other. Either she spills her most personal thoughts or she's not saying anything at all. But she can't blame anyone but herself for this. Sister wives, wife number 4 forewarned. Now that Robyn has taken to staying behind the scenes, fans have a few things to say about that. Maybe she doesn't like how this show has made her and her sister wives' spouses the center of attention. But she knew what she was getting into when she married Kody. She had ample time to run away from all this before marrying the sister wives patriarch. Kody told Robyn on her first visit to their Utah home that they would be doing a reality show. Despite knowing this, she stayed. So, she knew that she'd become a public figure. Then she made herself even more popular with some of the things she'd said and did on the show. But today she mysteriously tucks herself away from the public. She's not active on social media like her other spouses. So, a number of fans point out that she went into this with both eyes wide open. Being an object of trolls goes along with this gig, but you just can't have it both ways. You draw a paycheck for opening up your life to the masses. But a lot comes along with that, and unfortunately, some of it is uncomfortable. So, while the other cast members keep sister wives alive through their social media sites, Robyn remains hidden. Fans remind her from time to time that you can't live life out on a camera and then expect those who faithfully tuned in every week to just go away. It doesn't work that way with a reality show gig. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.